Hey everyone, in this video we are going to learn how to navigate Remix IDE. Remix IDE is a browser-based IDE for compiling and deploying your smart contracts. In this video we'll talk about different features of Remix and go through the process of setting it up as a beginner developer. Let's get right into it. Go to remix.ethereum.org. Alternatively, link will be in the description as well. Starting with all the panels you see here. On the left hand side, we have icons panel. This is where icons for different plugins would be visible. Then we have side panel. Most plugins will have their GUI here. Then we have main panel where you edit your file. If I open up multiple files, they will be visible here as tabs. And finally, terminal. This is where you'll see all the transaction information. Let's start with basic setup. When working with smart contracts, you'll need some additional plugins than the default ones. In your plugin manager, look for and add debugger and unit testing plugin. Click on the top icon here and you'll get file explorers. This is where you'll find your project files. You can add new files by clicking on this or a new folder by clicking here. You can also add files from local directory to your current workspace by clicking here and then selecting the files you want to upload. You can also directly publish your files to GitHub Gist. For this, in your settings, you'll have to add GitHub Access Token. If you want to set it up right now, just follow these instructions. You can also create entirely new workspaces and rename or delete workspaces using these buttons. Remix gives us some pre-made files to play around with. In the contracts folder, we start by clicking on storage.sol file. This is going to open this file in the main panel. This is a smart contract. We won't be going in detail of how smart contracts work or how to write one, but I'll explain a couple of things. First line, Pragma keyword, is used to unlock compiler features. This line tells that the source code is written for Solidity version greater than or equal to 0.7.0 but less than 0.9.0. This means that we can't compile it for anything outside that range. This is a simple contract which stores a number and then retrieves it. Let's see how you would compile this. In the icon panel, second icon brings you to the Solidity compiler. In the compiler dropdown, you can choose compiler version. We know from the Pragma definition that it needs to be above 7, but let's start by checking out what happens if it's not. In this case, the compiler itself changes the version to suit our smart contract, but what happens in case it can't? For this, we are going to change our Pragma to an inaccessible Solidity version. Now on clicking compile, you get an error. Number of errors will be visible on the icon. So we have one error. The line of error is highlighted, so we can hover over that and see what's the issue. Or scroll down here and see the error message. As expected, this is a compiler version error. Let's quickly fix that and click compile. Now when you scroll down, you can look at the compilation details or publish your contract on IPFS. Let's look at the compilation details. We get the name of our contract, associated metadata, bytecode, ABI, and more. Let's not discuss all of it just yet, but remember, when trying to interact with your code on the front end using Web3.js, you'll need this ABI JSON. So down here you can just click on this and copy ABI for the contract mentioned here. Our language is Solidity, but you can also use GUI here. And there are plugins to compile other languages as well. EVM version and compiler configuration are a topic on their own, so we'll discuss those in the next video. Next step is deploying our contract. In the icon panel, third option is deploy and run transactions. For your environment, you have the option for JavaScript VM, injected Web3, and Web3 provider. JavaScript VM is a blockchain that runs in your browser. This is great when you're playing around with your contract. It doesn't require any external tool and has very little execution time. The downside being when you refresh your browser, It's going to refresh the state and you'll have to deploy again, along with the fact that you cannot interact with it outside Remix environment. Next option is Injected Web3, which requires MetaMask to connect to networks. This and Web3 provider option is better when testing for performance. For the time being, let's use JavaScript VM. If you want to know how to deploy your contract using Injected Web3, we already have a video for that. Card should be on the top right, so you can check that out. In JavaScript VM, you get 10 accounts with 100 Ether and you can refresh it by reloading your browser. Gas limit gives the limit over which you would not want to pay the gas fees. If your transaction requires more, it will revert back. Value fulfills the message.value of your transaction. This is the amount of Ether you send with your transaction, and this is besides the gas fees. We have different units for this, with the smallest being Wei. In contract, make sure you have chosen the contract that you mean to deploy and click on deploy. This will create a new instance of the contract. The really good thing about Remix is that you can directly interact with your contract without the need to build GUI or writing code for it. If you just want to test out your functions, you can do it right here, but it is recommended to write unit tests for it. We'll have videos on this topic coming soon, so consider subscribing to the channel. Now in the terminal, you have all the information about the transaction. So you can click on debug to debug this transaction or click on this arrow to view the details. One more thing you can do is run JavaScript scripts. Remix has built-in support for Web3 and Ethers library. Let's check out some default scripts. This script is to deploy your contract using Web3. You can run this using the terminal, or alternatively, right-click on the script and click on run. That is all for this video, but there is more for you to watch. Check out this video on how to become a blockchain developer in 1 month or how you can earn crypto using Gitcoin. And we'll see you next time.